lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today is something a little bit different. I thought I would share with you how to get a flawless full face of makeup using only 5 products. Now, kid you not, it is only 5 products. So carry on watching if you want to know how I achieved like a bronzy, glowy look for the summer in just 5 products. And it's super affordable and it takes basically no time. If I wasn't chatting through this with you, it'd probably take me like 5 minutes. But I'm hoping that it's only gonna take about 10 whilst chatting through. So let's get right into it. Blah, blah, blah. So let's get right into it. Now, the first product I'm going to use is the Instant Anti-Age Eye Eraser by Maybelline. This is a concealer and I've been using this in like the light colour as a concealer with foundation. However, whilst I was away on holiday, I used like a medium tone that's kind of matches my all over skin tone, and I used this all over my face. I think it was like when I couldn't find my foundation or something, but I loved the coverage and I'm going to be using only this as like my base. So I've already like just cleansed and moisturised and everything, so my skin is prepped, but I'm using this only as my base, and I honestly think that it really does suffice. Oh, someone is at the door just as I'm about to obviously ASOS delivery, woohoo! I'm so out of breath now. Okay, so where was I? So I'm basically just gonna paint this. This is such a nice match with my skin. You can like barely see it as it's kind of gliding on. So you're wondering how exactly I'm gonna lighten the underneath of my eyes if I'm not using a lighter concealer. And that is all about the setting powder, so don't you worry. Of course I couldn't do like this 5 product tutorial without a setting powder, but I found a good one, guys. You're going to be proud of me. I've stepped away from the Laura Mercier at the moment and I found a really good drugstore setting powder. But anyway, I'm just going to paint this on. And now I need to blend, and the brushes aren't included like in the 5 product challenge. This isn't really, I suppose you can call this a challenge. Yeah, I guess it's called a challenge. But it's not like one of those challenges that, is it going to work, isn't it going to work, this works. I'm using the unicorn brushes. I'm using the flat foundation blending brush to just buff all of this in. So now I'm going to be using this, which is the Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. So this is like a white, loose, translucent powder, and it really kind of disappears into nothing. However, it will lighten the areas that you want. I'm actually going to use this contour brush from the Unicorn Brushes collection, just to kind of dip into this, and then down, down the kind of laughter lines on the chin, the T-zone, the areas that I guess you would choose to bake. And I'm just going to kind of sweep away the heavier areas where the powder's built up and just buff the skin to perfection, basically. But I'm making sure that when I start to apply my bronzer, that it doesn't cling to any like moist areas. You need to buff it to really blend it still. Okay, so now you have a flawless base. It's silky and smooth, ready to apply your contour and bronzer. And this, okay guys, so I do have a cheap product because, I mean, technically it's one product, but it's a palette. And I tried to find something that would be like the least cheap worthy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't think it was fair to get like a whole big palette that had like blushes and eyeshadows and bronzers and highlights. That's just not really the aim of this. However, this is the Maybelline Master Bronze Colour and Highlight Kit, and it's super affordable as well. I'm sure it's like under £10. Yeah, it's definitely under £10. But you have, my cats are screaming, but you have obviously your more warm shades and like a flatter grey colour to contour with, and then you've got your highlight shade. So I thought this was pretty perfect for this tutorial, and what I'm going to go in with first is the grey shade with, not this brush, the contour brush. I'm going to go in with that grey shade, and this will suit, I'd say, light to medium skin tones, even like deep medium because this is deceiving. It's very pigmented and it comes out a lot darker than you think. So I'm using that kind of the greyest shade from that little palette, and I'm going to buff it into the areas I want to sculpt. So you can see my cheekbones are starting to come alive. And then sweep it down, create a really nice angled jawline for yourself. And then you want to always put it on your temples because that cinches in your face again, slimming it down. You know, like the 3. Hold on, that was more than a 3. That was like a 3 with an extra arm. Cinch in the temples and oh my goodness! Who is sliding into my DMs? Oh, nice people. There's a gorgeous little brush that's perfect for nose contouring in this unicorn brushes set, and I'm going to use that same shade to contour my nose with. I'm not going crazy. I don't really suit like a super contoured nose. I've got like a little round nose, so I like to just cinch that little bit in mainly and make it look a little bit more narrow. So now you can see the contour is done on both sides and my nose, and I'm just going to take the middle 2 shades that are warmer. One's like reddy, got more like reddy undertones, and the other one's probably got kind of more bronze tones, but I'm just going to mix them, give the brush a tap, and then sweep this less accurately all over my face to create more warmth and bronze. And what I love about this little palette, none of this is sponsored by the way, before I get any comments about that, but what I love about this palette is the fact that every single shade in this contour kit's got like a sheen to it, which is perfect for the summer because it's like not completely matte, however it's not like shiny, it's like illuminating. Okay, how are you going to feel about the fact that I lied? I lied. Just counted how many products I'm using and there's 6. I'm sorry, but they are, but there are 6 good ones. And this is my next one. I lied, I didn't realise, I can't count. Right, still, 6 products, come on, full face of makeup, 6 products. And it's still just as affordable as I said in the first place. This is the Rimmel Brow This Way 3-in-1 Ultra Soft Powder. It's like the bottle, and you have to shake it. You can hear like the little beads inside, and then this is like the nib, so can you see that it's like ultra fine silky nib. The one thing I will say about this is that it will, if you want it to like last all day and night, I definitely recommend setting it with a gel or a hairspray, but obviously I've already cheated and I've already got 6 products, so I'm not going to be using any setting spray or powder. Even a bit of hairspray will work a treat. I've used it before on my eyebrows, just like sprayed it onto a spoolie and combed it through my brows over the top of powder, and it set it perfectly. But look how dense this is. It's like almost fibres. It's like a fibre powder filling formula. Now the brows are done, I'm going to move on to the eyes, and obviously I'm going to use this contour kit because, well, why not really? We don't need to add any other products in if this is going to do the job. I'm using the 2 middle shades to just kind of get into the crease first of all. My eyelid is set with obviously that loose powder, so I'm going to get into the contour of my eyelid with the warmest shades in the palette to start off with. And I'm just kind of going to do, it's going to be very simple, no cut creases or anything crazy like that. I'm just going to really add some depth and some kind of bronzy, glowy tones to my eyes. And then continue to build. So I'm now going in with the highlighter shade. I'm going to take this across the lid into my tear ducts, and then of course sweeping it across the brow bone. Yes. So take that brow pigment and then just kind of sweep it in the outer corners. This is quite loose powder actually. I would advise putting a brush or tissue just below your eyes, just in case you get any fallout. So I've just put some translucent powder under my eyes, so whilst I blend this in, if there's any more fallout, it will just sweep away with the translucent. And there is more fallout, look. That little pigment, naughty little one. But how nice is that kind of like smoky look that is created? So blend, 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 blend. So I'm just going to catch up with the other eye. Now I'm going to use the Man-Eater Mascara by Tarts. I love this, honestly, it's such a good mascara. Makes your lashes curl so much and look so long. This is going to add lots of sexiness. My fire alarm, I need to get new batteries because it keeps beeping. I didn't actually realise how long my eyelashes have grown until I applied a decent mascara. I've been using my Eyelash. It's like a serum that I sell that makes your eyelashes like grow crazily long in the space of 10 weeks. So it just goes to show you that it works. It definitely works though. It's Miracle Growth Serum for your eyelashes and I sell it at cclarke.com. So now on to, well, I only need to do highlighter and lips and blush, but I only have 2 products to do that with. So what are those products? Well, obviously for a highlighter on my cheekbones, I'm going to be using this. However, for blush and lips, I have this little beauty, which is the last product of this tutorial. It is the Kiko Milano Tropic Heat Lips and Cheek Stick. So it kind of looks like this. It's a gorgeous kind of pinky pigmented balm and I absolutely love it, honestly. I've been using it as a lip balm most days recently and it's really hydrating, and also the flush that it gives you on your cheeks is gorgeous too. You dab ever so lightly and this gives you a gorgeous dewy look, and not only that, but it kind of creates a beautiful like adhesive for the highlighter, so when you sweep it in those areas it just intensifies the highlighter so much. So I'm just kind of patting this across the apples of my cheeks and then up towards my cheekbones. So I've picked up the highlighter with the contour brush and I'm just going to dust it in the highest places of my cheekbones. Connect it with the brow bone highlight. Wowzers. So glowy. Living for it. And look at the difference between this side. Flat, bland, and glowy, bronzed and dewy. That is what you want. And now all we have left is the lips to do. So I'm going to take the readiest, the most red shade from the Contour and Highlight Kit by Maybelline and just use my finger and sweep this all over my lips, concentrating on kind of the outers of my lips to just, because it's got shimmer in and it's got kind of warmth. So let me zoom you in. You can see it starts to kind of create the shadow, the illusion of bigger lips, whilst adding that kind of pop of colour. So just here. I feel like this has made my lips look so much bigger too. It's added shine, hydration and colour. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. How? How is this only 6 products, I swear? And I'm sure like for all of them it's gonna be like under 30 quid, I'm sure. Wow. proud of myself for that. I am so pleased with how this turned out, and I'm so looking forward to hearing your guys' feedback on this look as well, and hearing how, if you've tried it, how it worked out for you. You know, you could create a really dark smoky eye with that brow pigment too, to be honest, but I just wanted to go for kind of a simple bronzy glowy look, and I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I'm very, very happy with the results and great products. So if you found this video helpful, my beauties, then please do give it a thumbs up and comment if you want more like this, perhaps like doing my makeup in under 5 minutes challenge or simple everyday makeup. I don't know, you suggest some things down in the comments and I will most certainly be reading them, commenting back, and yeah, having a bit of a chat with you guys to see what else I can bring you. And please do subscribe, because I definitely don't want you to miss out on any future videos. I would really appreciate if you turn on the little notification sign, because at the moment I do kind of have set days. I generally upload like on Thursdays, Tuesdays and Sundays. However, it can be a bit sporadic at times, so make sure you turn those notifications on so you don't miss out. And until next time, my lovelies, mwah, love you lots, bye!